me and see me even because it's so far away, it's going to happen. Why? Because he's looking for me. He's watching for me. So, Moshe Rabbeinu tells us in Parashat Shmini, you want the glory of Hashem to appear to you, you want a life of no problems whatsoever, of no worries whatsoever, first and foremost, you have to do everything that Hashem says. What did he say? You look into the Torah, and you'll see. TeShuva begins with making life changes. Life changes that require you to become a better person according to Hashem. If you're a woman, you have to become a more modest woman. Why? Because if you're not a modest woman, then that means that you're causing a chilul Hashem every single second that you're alive. Why? Number one, even though you may not respect the fact that you're the daughter of Hashem, Hashem does. Hashem respects the fact that you're his daughter. So when you walk around immodest, and other people, other neshamot, other creations, look at Hashem's daughter. Look how she treats herself. Look at she looks. She looks like one of the things we saw in the zoo. The donkey doesn't wear clothes. She barely. You can't tell that much of a difference. She has longer hair. Can't tell the difference. Hashem gets embarrassed with this. He goes, look at this. This is my daughter. This is my daughter. So a woman that's not modest already has a very, very big disconnect. Why? Because she's not valuing the gift that Hashem gave her. Second thing is, she causes his other children to sin. Now, there's a very important halacha when it comes to yeshiva. They came to Rav Steinerman, alav shalom, and they told him, Kvod Rav, there's a boy in the yeshiva that's causing, he's not from the right family. He's not from the right family. And we really want to take him out of this yeshiva. He says, don't take him out of the yeshiva. No, but he's not this, he's not that, he's not learning, he's slow, he's this, he's that. The Rav says, don't take him out of the yeshiva. Yeah, but you have to understand, he's this and he's that. Like they're fighting against this kid, this little 13-year-old kid. It's like a whole coalition against this little kid. He says, listen, is he hurting other kids spiritually? Is he telling other kids to get off the derech? They said, no, that he's not doing. He says, then you're not allowed to take him out of yeshiva. If he's hurting other kids, then yes. But everything else, he's slow, he's from this family, he's from that family, he doesn't know, he knows, all that stuff, you're not allowed to kick him out of yeshiva. Because he's not endangering anybody else. So when a woman is immodest, she's endangering Hashem's other children. When she's endangering Hashem's other children, that puts a very, very big gap between her and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why? Because Hashem says, you are putting the rest of my kids in danger. I can't really listen to your prayers. I can't really give you special privileges. Why? Because you're causing harm to everybody else. It's not that you're sinning by yourself. Same thing goes for a man. A man that wants Hashem to listen to his prayers cannot make these major sins that cause a chilul Hashem. Cannot be one of these people that goes against rabbis publicly, goes against the Torah publicly, acts arrogant, steals, things of that nature. But also a person needs to know that they have to keep the basics. Starts with Shabbat. There's no Judaism without Shabbat. There's simply no Judaism without Shabbat. From the beginning of the Torah all the way to the end. A person needs to keep Shabbat like the halacha is. No excuses, no nothing. And you're only going to start feeling the enjoyment of Shabbat once you keep Shabbat like it's supposed to be kept. A lot of people say, listen, I keep Shabbat, but I hate it. Why? Why do you hate it? Why do you hate Shabbat? No, I don't know. It's this, it's that, it's that. And little by little you start finding out he's not even keeping Shabbat. Why? Because he doesn't know how to keep Shabbat. He doesn't know all the halachot. So he's doing things that are actually violating Shabbat, but he doesn't know because he doesn't learn halachot Shabbat. So he's violating Shabbat, so his neshama doesn't even get to enjoy it. Why? Because he's sinning, but he thinks he keeps it. Or she thinks she keeps it. So the reality is, Rabotai, is that when you keep Shabbat like you're supposed to, it's a pleasure of all pleasures. It's a small piece of the feeling of Olam HaBa. If you're not feeling that piece, there's something wrong with your Shabbat. So now, if a person wants to feel all of this joy in this world, will live a life where they have literally no worry whatsoever, then they first and foremost need to start taking on mitzvot more seriously. They can't just think that if they meditate a certain way, or they, put a red string around them, their arm, or they read, certain books, even if they read Tehillim 500 times a day. If they don't keep the mitzvot, it's a waste of time. Where does Hashem say this? He says to the prophet, "Bipiv v'svatav kibduni v'libam richak mimeni." In their mouth, in their lips, they gave me kavod, they gave me honor, but in their hearts they were far away from me. They were far away from me. Why? Because they gave me lip service. They said, they sang songs, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Mishima Amin, all the nice songs that people like to sing. But when push came to shove, they didn't really fight for me. They didn't really fight to protect my religion.